Greetings metal community, it's Roger back with another video. This time it will be the top 15 black metal albums for my part this year. Pretty varied list. I'm not like a fan of the atmospheric death metal and black metal and stuff like that, and not the too primitive stuff either. Is not kind of my cup of tea. Then I go back to the old bands. Starting off with Mare Cognitum with the album Solar Paroxysm. It's kind of a very this is kind of atmospheric, but it's kind of progressive. It's very kind of floating. Atmospheric, but more like not like Summoning or bands like that. It's just like modern black metal. Great cover, great color schemes of the cover as well. Really enjoy this, but this is kind of more of a album that you have in the background when you're reading or stuff. But I really enjoy this album, and I've been playing this quite a bit this year. France, Seth, and La Morsure du Christ. One of my favorite French black metal bands, even though they don't sound like Pest Noir or something like that. These are more kind of slightly towards symphonic black metal without being symphonic black metal. Great album. Played this a lot earlier this year, but it's been a long time since I played this because not been in a black metal mood this much. This fall has not been like a black metal period for me, but I spun this quite a bit when it came, and it's a great album by Seth. And we are going to Norway. There's a lot of Norwegian albums here, of course. I mean, we are pretty good at black metal here in Norway. It's Mork, Katedralen. Mork is one of those bands that gradually has become better and better, and this is by far their best album. The early stuff was kind of a little bit flat and boring, but they gradually have incorporated more energy. He does everything right, but it's kind of previous album had kind of lacked a bit of power, but this album by Mork is pretty damn good. Really enjoyed it. Beyond Man, another Norwegian killer release this year. I have not played this enough, but it's great album, and do check them out. They are kind of in the vein of the Trondheim scene, I would say, but the Trondheim scene is also varied, but a great album. Kind of like, it's not an eye catcher, this cover, but the music is what's count, and great stuff. Then we're going still in Norway. One of the great surprises this year, the new Helheim album, WoduridaR. Previous Helheim was not very good in my opinion, but this is more back to harsher and more brutal stuff in the modern Helheim history. This is one of the most brutal stuff they have done, and really enjoy this album. Great clean vocals, great black vocals, great like this scruffy voices that he has. So a real good comeback after that. Everybody knew that the previous album would be different, so but it was too different. Then the last album and the final album of Necromantia. Really love this album. This is the first album that they have incorporated, guitar, rhythm guitar. Earlier Necromantia has only 4-string bass and 8-string bass and solo guitars. So this is the first time that they have recorded, and this is, you know, tribute to Baron Blood. You know, he passed away sadly, so that's one of the reasons this is supposedly to be the last album. To the Depths We Descend. Great album. Love Necromantia. This sounds like Necromantia, but totally different because of the guitar, you know, the rhythm guitars, the guitars all over, which is totally new for that band. And we go to Poland, and our album that I played a lot this year, Mānbryne. Mānbryne, I don't know, this is Polish, I don't know how to pronounce it, so sorry for that. The title is Heilsweg, and then some, can't see it, some Polish writing. Territorial Possession, you know, embossed, you know, great issue. I mean, as I said before, Territorial Possession does excellent stuff with their releases. I would say it's in the Polish vein, but it's not like Mgła, but not far from them. But it's not like, don't expect Mgła here, but great band. Another Norwegian killer album this year was Misotheist. Another of these great releases by Territorial Possession, you know, a lot of embossed stuff and the booklets and everything. It's so brilliantly done, and the music is great. 3 songs, 3 long songs. I think, yeah, the Benefactor of Wounds, second song. I mean, that's worth the whole album by itself. One of the best black metal songs this year, in my opinion. Great album. And again, I probably say great about everything, but of course, it's the top 15, so they should damn be great. So, from Netherlands, Fluisteraars. Not going to try to pronounce the title of this album. Love this band. It's a very cool, you know, you can pull it out and change the photograph. So really cool done. Fluisteraars has kind of this not monotonous but very repetitive style, but they are building on it all the time, and one of my favorite bands. You know, 3 last releases by this band are excellent. Mid-paced for the most part, a little bit screamy vocals as well, but yeah, if you haven't heard Fluisteraars, you should, because it's a great band. If you're into black metal, you know, and yeah, kind of not, it's not like the avant-gardist or you know, yeah, it's just kind of old school black metal, but done in a very nice way. Funeral Mist, Deiform, great album. Arrived late. I think it was released just around Christmas Eve or something. I mean, why not? But a lot of bands release stuff in December, so arrived late. I've listened to this quite a bit. Damn aggressive. They slow down, but damn aggressive black metal. I think the Children of the Urn. He has a children choir singing, which makes a great feeling. My favorite song on the album, standout song. Great album. So Funeral Mist, just very aggressive. It's kind of almost like towards Dark Funeral in a way, I would say, if you need a pinpoint direction on how they sound, but way better than Dark Funeral in my opinion. Then we have this fantastic album Esoctrilihum with Death Requiem for the Serpent's Telepath. this is absolute fantastic, but kind of different to place in the black metal era, because the second song here is a death doom song with violins. Almost sounds like, you know, My Dying Bride. Great vocals, you know, more death vocals than black vocals here. The music is very kind of intricate. Great songwriting. I mean, you have to listen to that. This cover is just, the colors on this cover is fantastic. I regret I didn't buy it on vinyl, but I have the rest of the stuff on the same format as this, so it fitted better in my collection. But beautiful cover, and do check them out. Do go and check Solved. That second song on this album is just fantastic. And we have an album that came out really early this year, and that's Spire, Temple of Khronos. Great album, very variated in tempo. A lot of clean vocals, harsh vocals, and black vocals as well. You know, dual clean vocals. First song here, I was pretty sure it was, you know, Alan from Primordial that had the voice on the song, because it sounded just like him. So a great, very variated, not like primitive black metal, more in the progressive black metal style, but yeah, do check this out because it's a killer album. Spire. And we are, yeah, third place actually. Djevel, Tanker som rir natten, was on my top 20 list as well, but they are so great. I had to have both my black metal album on this list as well, of course. Fantastic, you know, old school sounding Norwegian black metal, great lyrics. You wouldn't understand because they are in Norwegian, but yeah, killer band, excellent release. And over to an album that I've shown many times. No surprises here. Number 2 this year on the black metal list, Whoredom, Rife, and yeah, Winds of Wrath. Forget that title every time, you know. Once again, I have to show this damn cool slipcase cover. Yeah, it's just, again, it is old school sounding, you know, with modern production. Great album, really dig it. Yeah, a lot of you have heard of Whoredom, Rife, and they are pretty big in the black metal scene, and they deserve it. And again, you know, Terror 2 Possession with a excellent packaging. And then the album we are listening to, it is an EP, but it's 35 minutes long, so I added it. This band had my top pick last year, my top 20 or top 12 list last year, Havukruunu, with the album erkylän, yllä. Fucking excellent again. Have some more primitive stuff in this, but it's going from, you know, heavy metal riffing to pure cold, ice cold black metal riffs. Very cool cover. I'm looking forward to the vinyl edition of this, but it's not been released yet. I played it a little bit too high in the background, but I love this. It's killing everything when it comes to, and this would be top 5 on my top 20 list as well, because yeah, absolute killer. Havukruunu, my number 1 pick of the black metal. Yeah, short one, and hopefully you found something great here. Hope you have heard a lot of these bands. If not, go and check them out. I will actually link up all of this stuff on this video. I didn't do it on the death metal stuff, but you know, too many titles, but I'm lazy. So hope you enjoyed it. That is the final edition of the 21 releases when it comes to lists. I will, of course, get in more 2021 stuff that has been delayed later on, but yeah, vi kjøst.